Z Business Plus makes managing fuel easy. It's fee-free with choice benefits like 8 cents off every litre, every day, everywhere you need us. Sign up today for the 2022 CanStar Blue Best Small Business Fuel Card. Z is for New Zealand. T's and C's apply.
The FIFA World Cup is live on Sky Sport.
Oh, what a goal!
See every game of football's ultimate showcase.
Glorious!
You need to subscribe to Sky Starter and Sky Sport to watch this premium content. For details, see sky.co.nz. Welcome to Football FIFA with Jason Pine.
I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again.
Powered by News Talk ZB and Sky Sport, the home of the FIFA World Cup. All 64 matches live.
Welcome into Football Fever, your daily World Cup podcast in association with Sky Sport. David Choate alongside me, Jason Pine, reviewing today's incredible action from Qatar. The final matches in pools E and F. An absolutely remarkable climax to Group E. Simultaneous kickoffs, Germany v Costa Rica, Japan v Spain. Each team with a chance to go through or go home. Serge Gnabry scored a 10th minute goal, his 21st for Germany, and the first with his head on Sky Sport.
This is Raul. Oh, and there's the chance, and Gnabry has put it away. It's the goal Germany craved, and it's come early.
And at about the same time, Spain went ahead through Alvaro Morata. 3 goals in 3 games for him. Half-time, Germany and Spain, both 1-0 ahead. And at that stage, Chody, things stood, both going through. Everything seemed to be going as widely predicted after the first halves.
Yeah, you couldn't see what was coming, could you? Going into the round, you thought, it'll be Germany will squeak through the back door, Spain will waltz through the door. Not to be. There was Plan B on, and then Plan C, then back to Plan B, then back to Plan A. It was a stunning overnight piece of action. And I started the day by diving into the 80s music library, and I was Rock the Casbah as the Moroccans go through, but by the end of it, it was the Vapors, Piney. You know what the Vapors sing?
Turning Japanese.
Well, that's me, Piney. I was turning Japanese by the end of the day. It was a fabulous morning's football, and all the stories and the drama held within was fitting of the beautiful game.
Let me just take you through what happened in the second 45 minutes in these 2 games. 1-0 to Germany, 1-0 to Spain at half-time. Sensationally, Japan scored 2 goals in 5 minutes and led Spain 2-1. That put Germany in trouble. Japan's second goal, though, looked to have gone dead. VAR said it hadn't. The goal stood. I thought on the cameras it looked like it had gone dead. You reckon they might have used the chip inside the ball?
Has to be. I'll show you the photo, Piney. You can see it there. There is clear air on the other side of the ball, but what they're talking about is the curvature of the ball touching the line. And when you go above and have a look at that picture, Piney, you can see that maybe, just maybe, there's the faintest touch on the line. So I suspect they went to the technology, but because to the eye, it looked like it was gone, dead and buried. I think if they'd gone VAR, the VAR would have ruled it out, but perhaps it was the technology that sits within the ball that's told the story. Anyway, it added to all the drama, and I don't care, because the Japanese goal counted, and it turned the World Cup on its head once again.
It did. Costa Rica then equalised incredibly, and Germany weren't just in trouble, but were bottom of the group. Then Costa Rica, incredibly, went 2-1 ahead of Germany, and at that point, the unthinkable was on the cards. Both Spain and Germany were going home. It was only a short little passage, but it was unthinkable.
Yeah, for 5 minutes we thought Costa Rica and Japan were going out of the group after starting the day thinking it was a cakewalk the other way round. And my wish was going to be granted. Costa Rica were going to go through. They were going to go and win the World Cup. And then the All Whites were knocked out by the world champions. It was going perfectly.
Germany quickly equalised, though, 2-2 there. Again, it was Japan and Spain in the box seats. Then Germany went ahead 3-2. That still wasn't enough. 4-2. That still wasn't enough. They needed Spain to equalise against Japan. Spain couldn't. Japan held on and topped a group that no one really expected them to even get out of.
The land of the rising sun has never shone as brightly as this at a World Cup. They've taken the scalp of Germany, who are out for the second successive time.
Germany out in the group stages for the second successive World Cup, having made it past the first round in each of the previous 16. Costa Rica also out. Japan and Spain go through. We lose Germany. We lose Germany from a World Cup for the second consecutive World Cup. I don't know, it seems odd not to have them along for the last 16 ride.
Yeah, absolutely. They are perennial sort of heavyweights of the game, but they never looked like a side that had it quite right, did they? They didn't know what they had going forward. And when they needed the goals, they came up with 4, which is pretty good, conceding 2. But, Germany go home and, look, who cares? I mean, let's move on. There will be crisis talks back in the German side. I think one manager's already gone this morning, isn't he? Martinez has given it away, so look for changes perhaps in the German hierarchy.
Just on Japan, they were behind at half-time against both Germany and Spain and beat them both. They did, though, have just 18% possession in this game this morning, but they are through. They topped the group. How far might Japan go?
Genius management, I reckon. You play with, and they did the same against Germany. They played with sort of less than 20% of possession, which is just crazy. So they've hardly got the ball, but they've got this pace and guile and quality in the front third, sort of to run away the length of the field and smash one in, hit you on the counter, and then go and jump into it. Today it was a bank of 5 and a bank of 4 with the Lone Ranger up front. So they put everyone behind the ball and keep you away from goal. So maybe, just maybe, that's their plan. They go up against Croatia, I think, in the next round. A side that won't tear you apart, I don't think. But can they live for a third occasion against a heavyweight nation with just 25% of the ball? Surely not.
So Group E at this 2022 World Cup goes down as one of the most remarkable groups in the history of the tournament. Costa Rica and Germany out, Japan and Spain going through.
Football Fever, thanks to Sky Sport, the home of the FIFA World Cup. All 64 matches live.
Group F was, relatively mundane by comparison. Croatia 0, Belgium 0. Doesn't tell the story. A terrific game. Belgium, the number 2 side in the world, 3rd place 4 years ago, eliminated in the group stages for the first time in a major tournament this century. Belgium knew they had to win. For Croatia, a draw would be enough. Croatia got a penalty in the first half. VAR intervened and found an offside in the build-up. Romelu Lukaku came on at half-time for Belgium, hit the post, and then had a couple of golden opportunities to win it for Belgium. Couldn't convert on Sky Sport.
Torgan Hazard puts it across. Lukaku, it's taken by Livakovic on the line.
They can't believe it. I can't believe it. He's not going to get much of an easier chance in his career.
As you say, Chody, manager Roberto Martinez has announced he'll step down. Another starting 11 with an average age of over 31 years this time. Ageing, unhappy, a bit sluggish Belgium.
The golden generation tarnished at this World Cup, so they will fade away, I think. Management change clearly needed. Romelu Lukaku played like he was playing for Chelsea, not scoring goals. The 2 at the end, he'll score those every other day of the week. The last one in particular was such a false touch. I think he thought the player in front was going to get the head on it, so you maybe forgive him. But really, do you forgive chances inside the 6-yard box to pull you through a World Cup? Belgium drift off this World Cup having never really caught fire at all. The golden generation's days are done and dusted.
You talked about Croatia before, and they're not going to tear you apart. I thought they were the better side in this game. I thought that, if you like, they deserved to progress. Speaking of age, Luka Modric, what a player, even at 37 years old. And I just love the look of this young Croatian defender, Josko Gvardiol. He's my new favourite player, face mask and all.
Yeah, talent, undoubtedly. Cool on the ball, cool under pressure, can carry the ball forward. Built like the proverbial. He's everything. But I'll stay with my superlative for Croatia. They're good.
Let's see how good they are when they come to knockout stages. Canada 1, Morocco 2. Not sure too many people predicted Morocco would top a group that contained 2 of the 2018 semi-finalists in Belgium and Croatia, but here we are, the first African side to top their group since Nigeria in 1998, and they joined Senegal in the round of 16. Ghana and Cameroon still have a chance to join them tomorrow. 3 losses for Canada, 6 from 6 in their history. I'm not sure that really tells the story of their tournament, the fact that they lost all 3.
No, they they were attractive to watch. They showed some talent on the ball. They were a high-pressing, high-energy side. They take away, I think, enough credit to say they're worthy of gracing the big party. So, I think John Herman can reflect on, a tournament that they came and competed without ever hitting any real high points.
I suppose one thing Canada can go home with is knowing that they scored against Morocco. The first goal Morocco had conceded at the tournament, albeit an own goal. That was something the other two in the group, the more highly vaunted sides, Belgium and Croatia, couldn't manage. And it was the 100th goal of this World Cup. So the next round of 16 matchups are confirmed. Japan v Croatia, Tuesday, 4 a.m. New Zealand time on Sky Sport. Morocco v Spain, Wednesday at 4 a.m. on Sky Sport. We farewell Canada, we farewell Costa Rica. No surprises there. We farewell Belgium and Germany at the group stages in this World Cup.
The FFP with Piney.
Quick look at tomorrow morning's action. Final pool games in groups G and H. 4 a.m. South Korea v Portugal. Portugal already through. Ghana versus Uruguay. And 8 a.m. Cameroon, Brazil. Brazil already through. Serbia v Switzerland in the second game. I guess we're going to lose some teams tomorrow who we may not have expected. The Ghana-Uruguay game, I think if Ghana win that, Uruguay go home.
Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping for. I think Ghana are well worth a look and well worth backing. A side out of Africa that can produce Premier League players peppered throughout. So they've got quality. And as we've seen this morning, as these games unfold, I'm sure they've got ears and eyes on the other match. And the sort of the energy and tempo of match just shifts as things happen on the other side of Qatar. You find the game turning in all sorts of weird and wonderful ways. So I think we're in for another good morning, but I think Ghana could be the one to watch and could get themselves out of the group over what I'll call an ageing Uruguay. Up front, they just look a little bit long in the tooth.
And we know what happened to the long in the tooth Belgian side this morning. So 4 a.m. tomorrow morning on Sky Sport, South Korea versus Portugal and Ghana v Uruguay. And then 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, our final pool games of the tournament, Cameroon v Brazil and Serbia v Switzerland. Beyond that, Chody, we get into round of 16. I thought those were the games where it got exciting. It was just an incredible morning this morning.
It has been. The final round of group play has dished up so much good stuff. Controversy, goals, quality goals, upsets. It's producing the lot. It's a potpourri of football.
And we'll bring it all to you on the next episode of Football Fever, dropping around about the same time tomorrow in association with Sky Sport.
The FIFA World Cup is live on Sky Sport.
Oh, what a goal!
See every game of football's ultimate showcase.
Glorious!
You need to subscribe to Sky Starter and Sky Sport to watch this premium content. For details, see sky.co.nz.